What's up, everybody? It's your favorite goddess coach, Jaylyn, and we're going to talk about how to get a guy to come on over, how to bring everybody over, how to have the type of energy that calls people towards you. Because obviously, I talk a lot on my channel about how to get men to pursue you, to pursue a relationship, to show interest in you for a long-term commitment, and really to get a guy feeling in his energy, in his natural masculine energy, so you could be in your natural feminine energy. However, let's talk about just the basics, right? I remember one of you guys commented this question on one of my YouTube videos. You asked me, how do I get a guy to approach me? And a lot of the times, you want to be this energy of femininity, because when we think about the approach, we are talking about the masculine energy, whether you're dealing with a man or a woman. Like, you could have a masculine woman, a woman who's primarily in her masculine, that is kind of the more go after and go get type of energy, or you can have a man who's just more in his masculine energy as well, or he can be in his feminine energy. But this video is specifically for women who don't necessarily want, to always be the person pursuing after people and pursuing people and approaching people. This is for the women who want to really be the person who's attracting and, creating that type of environment that makes a guy feel safe and feel confident enough to come up to approach you, so you don't have to do that. I've always been that kind of person. I've always really strongly valued when a guy is able to come over to me. It shows me that that guy is very confident and secure in himself, and that's something that turns me on. That's something that really makes me feel good. But I do have to acknowledge that, for men, rejection is a very, very strong thing. Like, it could be a very sensitive subject and topic, because when a man gets rejected, it can really hurt his ego and his self-esteem, especially if it happens when he's a little bit younger, before he fully grows into himself. So a lot of men have wounds around rejection and feeling like they're not good enough, and I don't blame them. I remember growing up, there would be a lot of women who would be really, really mean towards men, and there's different ways that you can reject people. You can softly reject people and say, oh no, I'm just not interested, but thank you so much. Or you could just really be mean about it. And I saw that happening with a lot of women growing up. A lot of the times where I was from, if they were not interested in the guy, they didn't just say they were not interested in the guy. They would be verbally mean and loudly mean towards the men. They would be like, ew, I would never be with you, da 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 da, why would you come up to me, you're so weird, and there's a way to do it. And I get where this comes from, because sometimes, women have been hurt before in the past and we've gone through trauma. So we feel like we have to be aggressive, because obviously there's certain men in this society that don't care about our no and will do things against our will. However, we need to get to a place where we can still be open, and we can still, even though we may not be interested, we can just say that, hey, I'm not interested, but I really appreciate your compliment. Hey, I'm not interested, but thank you for coming up to me. I appreciate that. I hope you have a great day. You can say things classy and in a nice way. And that's honestly the first tip. You want to develop this air of friendliness around you. You want to be friendly. You want to be open, because when you are friendly and when you're open and people just feel this natural friendly vibe from you, you are way more approachable. But when you are kind of you got a mean mug on your face, you're walking around with your energy closed up, you got your arms crossed around your body, you're basically saying, I'm closed. Don't talk to me. Don't come anywhere near me. Remember that most communication is non-verbal. So your body language, right? What is your body saying, right? And that's all subconscious. So you want to be friendly. You want to be open. You want to definitely have this air of friendliness about you, where you're smiling, where you're not closed off. You have to have this relationship with the universe that for a fact you're not going to attract any BS. And if you are to attract any BS, crazy, shady people towards you, that you are going to be protected, or that you can protect yourself. So that comes from a place of confidence within you. And if you have that confidence within you, you don't have to worry about having to be closed off and, having to protect yourself. You feel confident enough to open yourself up, and you know that you have yourself and that you have your back at the end of the day. And that's the key to having open energy. Put a smile on your face. As I'm walking around, I'm naturally in my own world. I'm listening to music that makes me dance and makes my body move. When I'm at the register, I'm asking, hey, how was your day? How are you feeling today? Oh, thank you so much. I'm making small conversations with people, or I'm joking around with people if we both saw somebody do that thing out on the street and we're like, did you see that? You just have to be an open person, and you need to open up your energy, because if not, you can't expect people to come towards you, because they're not going to want to be rejected. And two, kind of like what I was saying before, body language. Open up your body. Open up your body and practice having an open body. And a lot of the times you can do this by taking your energy and attention. So almost close your eyes and focus all of your energy and attention to the arch of your back. Just imagine just focusing all your intention and energy to the arch of your back, right in the center and the arch of your back. Notice how your chest naturally expands and you start to naturally open up in this kind of way, because your heart is basically becoming more expanding because you're opening up your chest. Your arms are open and you feel more open, right? So when you walk around with that energy of just open chest, open energy, strong posture, but not stiff, but just you have yourself, that's something that also makes you very attractive, right? That makes you very attractive. You're very open. Another thing I would say is you have to think about positioning. You have to position yourself in the right places for a man to approach you. So if you're at a busy party and you're all the way on one side of the room and you see a guy that you like on the other side of the room, you don't just stay on one side of the room and, hope to God that he will see you. Girl, you better walk over there to the other side and get you a drink. Position yourself in the right places for people to come towards you. It's like marketing, right? If you're a store and you're positioning yourself in a place where a lot of cars don't roll by, then no one's going to see you and no one's going to shop at your business. But if you put your business on a busy street in a clear place where everyone can see the business, it's a busy street, people are always going, you're more likely to get business because you're marketing yourself accordingly. That's what you got to do when it comes to being approachable. You want to position yourself in the right places for people to see you. Put yourself directly in the line of fire for a person to see you, because you just have to put yourself in that position. Put yourself in the right position to be successful. One of the first times I saw this concept in a video of somebody talking about this, they were talking about the handkerchief method, where a girl would see a guy that she liked, and instead of coming up towards him, she would put herself right in front of him, and let's say she dropped something behind him so that the guy would come up and say, hey, you dropped this. You have to position yourself in the right places to succeed and be strategic in that kind of way, right? And that's something that can help you when it comes to getting a guy to be able to approach you. And lastly, I would also say, don't be afraid to live in your own bubble. Be in your own world. Really be tapped into that juicy, divine, feminine energy. You're living out of your sacral chakra. You're in your bliss. You're in your pleasure. You're feeling good. You're looking good. You're having fun. You're laughing. You're smiling, even within yourself. You're reading good books in public that really just make you feel good. You're eating great foods in public that just taste good, right? When you're in and tapped into your pleasure, you become a really magnetic human being, and that energy of fun and just pleasure and not always sexual pleasure, but just like you're enjoying yourself and enjoying your life, that energy is very approachable to men, because honestly, they just want to have a piece and they love it. They want to be tapped in. So when a woman is in her own bubble, in her own world, she doesn't necessarily need anything from anyone. She's just having a good time within herself. She's reading that good book, watching that really good show. She's laughing, she's dancing. I'm always dancing in public. Like, guys, everyone always says, like, you just naturally always move your body. Like, when I eat good food, I'm like, oh, this is so good. Like, you know, you want to just be in that open, bubbly, friendly energy. And that's by activating your sacral chakra. And if you need help with this, really building magnetism in your life and becoming energetically attractive, check out my course, Psychic Secrets of Seduction, where I literally break down how to activate your magnetism from that deep level, so that when you walk into the room, baby girl, people can't help but to come up towards you. All right? And it has less to do about how you're dressing, but more to do about your energy. So check out that course down below, Psychic Secrets of Seduction, and also check out the Sacred Feminine Bundle, which is a bundle that has Psychic Secrets of Seduction, Goddess of Worth, my inner work course to help you fix your relationship with love and money so that you can manifest it easily, and so much more. So definitely check out that bundle. And last thing that just came into my head is also, don't be afraid to dress really nice. Don't be afraid to dress really nice, whatever that means to you. Dress nice. Wear that cute dress that makes you feel good about yourself, okay? Wear that outfit that makes you feel like a bad bee, because when you feel like that, you have a certain level of confidence. When, you know, guys are obviously visual creatures. They are very visual human beings. So it does help when you do look good and you do things that make you feel like you look good. You're working on yourself, working on your skin, and, you know, you're just feeling, you know, you're just attractive on that kind of way too. Think about it, the energy and your vibe is like the cake, the massive portion of it, but your appearance and physical appearance is like the icing. So the icing is definitely important and it gives it the flavor, but the cake is the most massive part of it, right? So get your energy right. That honestly can trump it all, because sometimes food just be good, right? Sometimes the food don't have to look good for it to taste good. You feel me? But when you can like have the cake and then you got your like style, you got some style to you, got some creativity to you. It really doesn't always have to mean dressing like classically feminine, like wearing a super cute, beautiful dress or whatever the case is. Sometimes it's really about, okay, what makes you feel the most sexy? What makes you feel the most sensual and just beautiful? Maybe it's a long flowy dress with lots of colors. Maybe it's more of a tight bodycon dress that amplifies your natural body shape. Maybe it's an open-ended shirt. Maybe it's certain jeans, right? Wearing jeans with a nice bodysuit. Whatever the case is, you want to find your own sense of style, and don't be afraid to put it out there. You know, put on a little bit of makeup, put on some jewelry if you want to. Do whatever the case is to really amplify your physical appearance. Don't be afraid of caring about your physical appearance and caring about that energy, right? I know a lot of the times, like especially in the divine feminine community, sometimes we can get a little shaky when it comes to physical stuff. We're like, physical stuff is bad and we shouldn't care about it. No, like I can be a super spiritual, divine, feminine being that at the same time can like care about how I look. And that's what I am too. I love dressing nice. And I think that also helps bring people towards you. And it also gives people things to compliment you on. Because maybe a guy doesn't have the confidence to say, oh my God, you are so gorgeous. Maybe he has the confidence to say, wow, I love those shoes. I love that dress on you. I love that. I love whatever. Give people things to compliment you on. Right? And that's a way to get people to approach you more, and that you could be more approachable. Like basically you leave people hints and clues. Like if you wear a really nice bracelet and it's just different, it's just unique, that could be something that people will come up to you and tell you, like, oh wow, I really love that bracelet, like it looks gorgeous, what is that? Give them hints. Like give people hints and give people tips, right? And also lastly, on the physical appearance topic, it's less about the physical and more about the sense and the smell. You smell freaking good. have a good smell about you. You know, make sure obviously you're taking care of your hygiene, right? You're taking care of your hygiene, and you know, obviously doing those basic things like you're showering and stuff like that. But also, whether it's a natural essential oil and you're making your own like oils and stuff like that have a scent, or maybe it's like perfume if you like perfume, whatever the case is. Maybe you just like rose petals and you bathe in rose petals, whatever the case is. Smell really freaking good. When you smell really freaking good and you walk past a person, that energy's, they're just gonna be drawn to that energy, right? So smell sweet, smell sultry, smell cozy, smell like a bakery, whatever the case is, but have a scent to you. That can also be a way that really makes you very approachable to people when you smell really freaking good. And a lot of times this is happening on a more subconscious level, but you know, obviously it could be conscious, but yeah. But yeah, guys, those are my tips that I have for you if you really want to work on being more approachable and how to really get a guy to approach you. I hope those tips were able to help. And if you do want to dive deeper in how to master your dating life, how to have guys swooning all over you because they're so attracted and magnetized to your energy, check out my course, Psychic Secrets of Seduction. It's inexpensive and I do have payment plan. And basically when you take this course, it's taking you on the journey to naturally activating magnetism in your body. It teaches you how to date, how to flirt, like energetically, and how to really be that strong, bubbly, just being, and like just that divine feminine deliciousness that people just can't help but to be attracted to. Right? So yeah, if that sounds like your thing, check that out in the description box, and I'll talk to you guys later. Make sure you subscribe to my channel and follow me on Instagram at itsbabyj.